Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Mingly is finally seeing the industry for what it is. We're going to be talking about her seemingly defending Nicki Minaj from her co-star, and we're also going to be discussing about Remy Ma and Academics. It seems like the two of them are not feeling each other in this moment, and we're going to talk about Armon Wiggins and Milagro. It seems like they are also not feeling each other after Armon was out there giving unsolicited advice to Milagro. And these are some of the things that we will be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, we are actually going to talk about Lizzie. I'm talking about, Lizzo. It seems like she decided to drop a remix to Wim Wame. And honestly, I've not mad at that little remix. I mean, she was in a rapper bag. Of course, I wasn't expecting exceptional lines from Lizzo. But it's not too bad, actually. It is not too shabby. Did you guys, listen to that remix? And she made a little cute video alongside. So, yeah, tell me in the comments section what you think about Lizzo's little remix. Still speaking about Lizzo, it seems like she was out there supporting SZA. And people started saying that at this point, it isn't really visible who SZA is and who Lizzo is because, well, you guys do know that Lizzo has lost her weight. And so, I mean, people started comparing their bodies. And I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Why are you guys pressurizing these women? And it seems like soon after, SZA decided to come through performing on stage with Kendrick whilst wearing just panties. And of course, people started saying that the reason why she did that is because she wanted to show people the difference between her body and, of course, Lizzo's body. You guys know that in that little remix, Lizzo was also wearing just, some bikinis, 2 bikinis actually. And so people thought like, well, that was very shady coming from SZA. Now, personally, I will say that objectively speaking, I've seen SZA performing in panties, well, not really panties, but in costumes that look like that for a very long time. So I don't really think that that was intentional for her to say, look at my body, look at me, my body is not like, Lizzo's body. I'm sorry, with this one, I really do feel like people are reaching. Moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Mingly. It seems like finally she is coming around. She must have realized that the industry is not what it seems, and people will actually use you for your clout. And at the end of the day, all you will be left with is depression, because imagine standing and making all of these things in front of the cameras, and behind the scenes, you're just miserable because, well, they forced you to push a narrative that's not there. They forced you to go against somebody who hasn't done anything wrong to you, but somebody who's tried to just be your sister and be there for you based on experience. I mean, with everything that Nicki Minaj has gone through in the industry, I would understand why she wouldn't want her sister to be in that same industry, or why she wouldn't want even her son to be in the same industry. But then at the end of the day, all she can do is offer advice. It is up to Ming. She's now an adult, of course, to make that decision. So I'm pretty sure that by now the industry has showed her its true sides. Because now she's coming through saying that, well, it doesn't really make sense for somebody to come up to me and say that you do not like me because of my sister. For me, it's actually better if you come to me and say that you don't like me for me. I'm not here for that nonsense. But I'm like, Ming, these are the things that we told you when you first joined Baddies, that for, if anything, they're going to try and use you, for clout, and they will always bring up your sister. There's no way that they're going to separate your sister, because your sister at this point, when it comes to Natalie Nunn, your sister is the clout that she wants. And I could see them discarding her if she continues, if she shows that she's not going to play into the industry gimmicks of setting up her sister. I wouldn't be surprised if they woke up one morning and they didn't give her the attention that they are now giving her. That's the absurdity of the music industry. But that being said, let me just insert what Mingly had to say, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
I just wish she would. I just wish that at the time before that premiere, because we had a talk at the premiere. She sounded pretty and stuff like that. You know, it was cool after Kumbaya. But I feel like if you're gonna like try to say that you don't like me, don't bring up my sister to bring up the reason why you don't like me. Say that you're Team Nicki and this and that. They're like, you know, I could give less of a about me, but you know, just don't bring up my sister if it got nothing to do with the situation or the argument that we got. I don't got a problem with Body. I just wish she would. I just wish that at the time. I don't understand camera time. It's just camera time and mix it back. Thank you. Like if I kiss $1,000 from kissing. Are you in a relationship? Yeah. You're embarrassing as your mother when she gave birth to your crusty ass. Oh, I don't like you. Baby girl, then get off my page. I don't know what the you want me to do.
Ming Monday.
Nah, you not gonna lie, you got addict skin real bad. I don't understand camera time. It's just camera time and mix it back.
Well, there you heard that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about and Milagro. Now, you guys know that recently Milagro came out basically saying that, well, she is no longer affiliated with Tory Lanez. Affiliated is not really the word, because they were never really affiliated to begin with. I mean, that's what they're accusing her of doing in the lawsuit, so I don't want to push that narrative. But she was basically saying that she's not following Tory Lanez anymore, and that she's not going to be giving that many updates, when it comes to Tory Lanez. And she was basically saying that, well, if you do want anything related to the case, go to the Akademiks, to the Jason Lees, because you guys know that recently Jason Lee came out here claiming that, well, there are private text messages between himself and Tory Lanez where Tory was telling him that, in fact, he is actually innocent. So it seems like Armon Wiggins had some advice to give to Milagro. And in that video, I'll just summarize what's in the video, because, I mean, allegedly Armon doesn't like people inserting his videos in their videos. I saw the case going down with another blogger here where, he was trying to allegedly, influence Milagro into striking them. But that blogger, honestly, I've listened to their content, I've watched their videos. They're neutral. I will say that they don't get into too much commentary like I do, like some people do. They just be, putting out what people said. But for some reason, he had issues with that. So anyway, let me summarize what he was basically saying in that video. So he said that, well, Milagro is getting mad at Tory Lanez because she's basically slow. Why would Tory Lanez want to be associated with you, given that there is a lawsuit going on? She's just so slow. And on top of that, he kind of was giving Milagro the advice that, listen, these celebrities are not your friends. They will never really, reciprocate the loyalty. There's no need to be loyal to one celebrity. I guess he found the time and the place, of course, and the opportunity to actually justify his flippy floppy nature, because in the situation he was basically advocating for not standing for anything. Now, that being said, at first listen, when I listened to that, I felt like, oh, that kind of makes sense, because he was also making reference to, how the Transformer did him dirty. He's still salty over that, apparently. And at the end of the day, we're like, listen, we're not asking you to be biased. People are just saying, speak your truth. You don't have to be biased. You don't have to be doing all these extra things, and facts have to be, presented as such. So the thing is, he thinks that by Milagro taking Tory's side in the lawsuit, or spilling out the fact that, well, there are some inconsistencies in Bongo 2 stories, it's her taking sides because she's trying to be loyal to Tory. But I think that she was just like, listen, objectively speaking, this is not making sense, and he's now mistaking what Milagro does to what he does. because he doesn't care about the fakes or anything. He cares about what's trending. He cares about who's popular, and it's not about objectivity. Because in that situation, in the Tory Lane situation, it's not like Tory was the popular person. If anything, the massive major media platforms were actually supporting Bongo 2, and in this situation, Bongo 2 had more power actually than Tory Lane's because of the fraudulent nation backing. But Milagro still went against the grain, and she supported what she felt was the right thing at the moment. And he's now likening the situation to him pandering to the Transformer, because he felt like the Transformer, was the in thing, and the Transformer had the industry backing. Those are two different situations, in my own opinion, when I look at it, But anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about the advice that Armon Wiggins was giving to Milagro. Do you think that their situations are similar? Because if anything, he was peddling propaganda, just propaganda to push an industry plant. And when that industry plant did him dirty, now he is likening it to Milagro falling out with Tory Lanez. Anyway, Milagro responded to that video and said, Tory no I can win for losing. Damned if we do, damned if we do not. The narrative went from him ignoring me to us being co-conspirators. Now it's odd that no one wants anything to add to that narrative. Child, couldn't one easily accuse the host below of the same things regarding certain celebrities? And we know what we're talking about. I'm sure she's talking about the same person, of course, that I'm also talking about, because he keeps referencing to that. Now he's on Dochi's D, but previously he used to speak really, really bad of Dochi, and somehow he wants to use this Milagro situation to sanitize his on flip-floppy nature by saying, I don't have to be loyal to anyone. No one is asking you to be loyal, but people at least asking you to be genuine and to be truthful, and not to just home up on any celebrity's D just because they are popping. And that being said, also, Armon Wiggins giving advice to Milagro, saying that, she's slow because she wants Tory Lanez to be texting her and all of these things. Personally, I do have a different perspective on that. I mean, Milagro is not so dense. I do feel like even the whole I unfollowed him situation, and the whole you can go to the Akademiks and other people have got private DMs and stuff like that. She knows what she's doing, and she's probably just, making it clear that she's not the only person that has ever been in contact with Tory or his team or his father, and that also at the end of the day, there is no relationship whatsoever between the two of them. So I feel like that could have been a strategic move, but then again, I could be wrong. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this entire situation. Now, that being said, let us move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Remy Ma. It seems like Akademiks is out there responding to Remy Ma allegedly accusing him of using his platform for the wrong decision, for the wrong, reasons. So you guys know that recently, what's her name again? The Shida girl, Remy Ma. Yes, Remy Ma and Papoose have been going back and forth, basically exposing each other. And it led to Akademiks reacting to actually the live that Papoose made when he was making claims that, he wrote 90% of Remy Ma's verses. And, he was kind of saying that, if that is the case, then it means that the Shida back and forth with Nicki Minaj has to be reevaluated. It seems like that didn't sit well with Remy Ma, because, Remy then went on live basically telling Akademiks that he is using his platform for the wrong reason, and that he should be constructive in what he's doing and stuff like that. And Akademiks responded to that and was basically calling Remy Ma out, saying that, they are fighting dirty, and that there is no reason for her to be airing out her dirty laundry like this, because it kind of makes sense. We didn't need to hear the rest of the things. Loser behavior is staying with someone for over a decade and then coming out here now trying to shame them, trying to say they look ugly, they are broke, they've always been broke. And I'm like, People should learn how to break up in peace, okay? Just go your separate ways. There's no need to down talk on your ex partner because I mean, you were with that person. It's not like you dated that person for like a year and you realized that they're a bum and you left. But you, from your own mouth, are testifying that from the beginning of that decade, I mean, that decade long relationship, this person has always been a bum. So, what that says to me is that you stayed with a bum for over a decade. Like this girl even came out yet letting us know that she was buying push presents for herself and lying to the internet that it's Papoose who bought her. Like, that's that behavior. You wouldn't pay me anything for me to come and out myself like that on the internet. Like, why would you do that? Why would you post those? But anyway, let me insert what Akademiks had to say, in response to Remy Ma. I don't think that after that I'm actually going to be coming back. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
Pens anything, you're corny. Like, no, the fact that nobody even believes you. I don't know why Akademiks is over there like, yo, this would, sir, please don't use your platform to promote positivity.
Ma'am, Remy, I love you and I love Pap. And this what I'm telling you, it's hurt my heart to really speak about this. Cause y'all ain't gonna get me to choose sides. That's why I'm calling both of y'all goofy. Bro, we shouldn't be talking about y'all relationship. This is goofy. I'm sorry. This is goofy. Why am I hearing things about you? I shouldn't be hearing whether it's true or not. Like, honestly, Remy, clip this sentence. I shouldn't be hearing about you possibly sleeping with a woman that you were sleeping with. That's supposed to be in y'all family business. Y'all argue about that on Thanksgiving and Christmas, even if it go left. I'm the media. I'm supposed to talk about not this. Y'all are bringing this shit to us. Why y'all bringing this shit to us? Y'all now loving hip hop. This shit is goofy. I told Cardi the same thing. Some shit with her and Offset is goofy. Bruh, it's one thing, like, there's certain people who are in relationships for clout. So they want us to talk about their dysfunction. Y'all are married with kids. It's goofy. It's fucking goofy. I'm sorry. Akademiks shouldn't have anything to speak about two people who were in a loving union and y'all took vows. Only thing I should be able to say, oh, they filed for divorce, whatever. We don't want to hear these little details, bro. I'm telling you respectfully, but when y'all bring us into the group chat, now you get us to say all type of dumb shit. Like, yes, you got your former husband who was the biggest supporter of you now saying he wrote 90% of the shit for you. So we got to now, like, what we going to say? Oh, no, he's a liar? No, we got to be like, yo, y'all slept in the bed for 10 years. What are we supposed to be like, oh, we're not, come on. Why y'all bringing us into the groups? So now, I got to be honest. If I'm thinking or I'm hearing that he wrote 90% of shit, maybe he wrote Sheether. Remy, I like you. Like, I love you. Like, I ain't got no problem with you. Remy, you're bringing us into the group chat. Now, I got to be thinking like, yo, you kind of beat Nicki Minaj in that battle with Sheether, but if it was written by Pap, it's like, holy, I can't. That's a fact. I'm telling you the truth. If I found out Drake ain't right back to back, Meek won. I'm telling you this. If Drake didn't write, that's why I snap anytime y'all niggas say that Daylight shit. Daylight can't write his fucking name on a fucking piece of paper, my nigga. Stop it. Don't ever say Daylight name around Drake. That boy's supposed to be trying to respond to motherfucking Joey Badass and nobody give a fuck about him, nigga. Don't ever talk about Daylight, nigga. If he was like that, he would be able to make some shit that everybody talk about. Please stop talking about that. Yo, that nigga get his life together. I do get offended when niggas, oh yeah. Daylight wrote. Come on, man. Because if he did write it, I wouldn't respect Drake. That's a fact. I can't respect you in that battle. Nigga, you let another nigga write write your response that one. You ain't win. And that's why I was looking at you, Remy. It's one thing when Nicki said it. Nicki was saying shit like that. Yo, they got ghostwriters. Pap. Like, she literally said it. All right, y'all beefing. We not believing her. This is what I'm saying. Why, like, we don't like to be in y'all mess. Pap came out and basically said he broke 90%. Now we look crazy. Anyway, let me keep up.
Please, don't use your platform to promote positivity. Don't push propaganda and lies.
Y'all are mudslinging. Remy, you're mudslinging against Pap. You're saying a nigga, like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, you kept it a little bit cooler because he went crazy. You're like, yeah, you basically alluded to, yo, that whole shit about him waiting for me in prison. That's cap. That nigga was cheating. Okay, I got you. But y'all slinging mud, bro. We don't need to know this shit.
So that was